All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people. Welcome to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform with updated news and information on everything happening in Biafran territory. Now, straight up to the emergency broadcast of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Joko, where he addressed critical issue. But before we go into that broadcast of the Prime Minister, before we go into the emergency live address of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, there's an information that just came to me today concerning the Okuama community. The news is already, on every social media. Now, people are still wondering why the Nigerian army are still, operating at Okuama community, where they are still buying innocent villagers in the Okuama community. I don't know if you still remember the story, the story of Okuama community where the villagers, attacked army personnel because of the fact that the army personnel pied their what is it called, their elders. They attacked their elders and pied some of their elders. The youth of the village got angry and retaliated, and that was it. That was how anarchy spread into Okuama community. Army came back with full force and started buying people just their normal way. They buy and they were destroying properties of innocent people. Now, this thing happened how many months ago? And up till now, the information coming to us is that Nigerian army have pledged to continue operation until stolen arms are retrieved. So they are saying that the villagers stole their arms and they will do everything possible to continue operating at Okuama community. They will continue to carry on their operations till those stolen arms are retrieved. Now, let me make you understand. When you hear something like Nigerian army coming out to say that they are carrying operation in a particular place, especially when it comes to this part of when it comes to a particular part of Biafran land, let me tell you what they do. They go into an innocent village or a community, whether innocent or not. They go into a community and they do not attack the people who perpetrated the act. They put all their angers on innocent people. That is why, in Aba today, I'm just using Aba as a case study. I don't want to go into Olo. I don't want to go into, other parts of Biafran land where we are seeing this kind of operation, in quote, operation as they term it. That is why in Aba today, innocent youth are even fleeing out of their land because of these people, because of the so-called military operation. They come, they pick young people, they take them to God knows where. There was a particular news I gave where, the abattoirs and the places where this army carried these people to was exposed. A lot of places have been exposed, where these people are being taken. So out of 100% of people that, they carry during their operation, in quote, are at least 90% of them are innocent people, unarmed citizens, unarmed indigenous people. No investigation whatsoever, nothing. Full able-bodied men who are going out on their normal, routinely, hustle are being carried by these people. Just have a funny look and they will take you for no reason. So the information is that issue in Okuama community, the operation is still ongoing and innocent people are still being pied and taken. on daily basis. But let us stop here and join the emergency live address of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. Then we will come back and give the news, on this issue and other issues happening in Biafran territory. Please enjoy and do not forget to share this live broadcast of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá.
Welcome everyone. As the liberation of Biafra is taking a new dimension, we welcome the Prime Minister to the podium as he braves the Biafran people and the press of the happenings. Prime Minister, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Biafran government, Mazi Simon Èkpá Njoku, you're welcome to the stage, PM.
Good evening. Is my voice coming out, Minister of Communication?
Very well, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press that are here today to listen to this emergency briefing live on Space, on X. I want to inform Biafrans that the liberation of Biafra has taken a new turn from today. A lot has happened today, and this particular pressure and heat will continue to hit Nigeria. Nigeria has expired, and it is the responsibility of every one of us to make our future and freedom a reality. I have come to share with you today the history of Lithuania. For many of you do not know, go to the comment section, please, Minister Sonny, and see how to highlight what I posted on the comment section, which is the act of the re-establishment of the state of Lithuania. The same thing is happening to Biafra. We are declaring the restoration of independence of Biafra on the 2nd of December in Finland. And I want to inform all of you that what works for Lithuania may not work for us. Nigeria, as a terrorist state, has made it very impossible for us to stay in our land and declare our independence. So we are going to bring the independence from outside the offshore of Africa. It is what we know that is definitely going to work for us. I want every one of you to look at what is highlighted on this space. You will see the act of the re-establishment of the state of Lithuania. And you look at that document, you are going to see signatures of people that signed the Declaration of Independence of Lithuania. The same thing you are going to do in Finland. For those of you who will be coming to Finland as a delegate, you will have the opportunity to append your signature on the Biafra document, the declaration of the Biafra, of the restoration of independence of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024. The media war and propaganda is ongoing. Don't panic, don't shiver, don't move an inch. Remain where you are. More of the propaganda will come. More of the media attack will come. Do not shake. We have prepared you for this day. For the past 2 years, we were busy molding you, preparing you for what is to come. Why the people that are bringing the propaganda today were laughing at you and taking us for a joke. Now they have found out it's no longer a joke, and they have come for propaganda. They came late. If it was in the beginning, when people do not know their left and right, I would have been panicking that, oh, they're going to deceive you. But you are already prepared for what is to come. And we will inform you ahead of time before their propaganda started. Now, the act of the re-establishment of the state of Lithuania, or act of 11 March, was an independent declaration by Lithuania adopted on 11 March 1990, signed by all members of the Supreme Council of the Republic of Lithuania, into the Biafra cabinet and delegate that will be in Finland. Signed by all members of the Supreme Council of the Republic of Lithuania, led by Sajudis, the act emphasized restoration. I want you to listen to me very importantly. The act emphasized restoration, it is the same thing that Biafra is doing this year. A lot of people don't know what we're doing, but the outside world, the international community, the European Union, the Western world understand what we're doing very well because we are not the first to have done it. Now, this act, which you are seeing on a highlighted comment, emphasized on restoration and legal continuity of the interwar period Lithuania, which was occupied by the Soviet Union and annexed in June 1940. In March 1990, I want you to know how many years it took them to declare the restoration of Lithuania. From 1940 to 1990. Do the plus and minus and post in the comment section how many years it took them. Now, from 1967 to 2024, do the minus and post the comment how many years it is taking Biafra to restore their independence. It was the first of all the 15 Soviet republics to declare independence. Lithuania was the first country of all the 15 Soviet republics that took that bold step that nobody ever did. They took the bull by its horn. It is them that started the declaration and the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Somebody has to start it. And God is using me, Simon Èkpá, to start the dissolution of Nigeria. And it is happening this year. Mark my word, there is nothing in this life, no force in this life will stop Nigeria from dissolution. And it starts from this December. Soviet Union was a very strong union. Everybody knows that. But in March 1990, the Lithuania became the first of all the 15 republics to declare independence, with the rest following to continue for 21 months, concluding with Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan independence was in 1991. This event, part of the broader process, doubled the parade of sovereignties, led to the dissolution of the Soviet Union in December 1991. I want you to understand, do not listen to all the lily-livered idiots who are very comfortable slaves. You are not a comfortable slave. Biafrans are known for being a Republican. They are very, very wise. Yeah, they are not that comfortable. Even our own ancestors, when they were being taken away as slaves, they decided to jump inside the sea instead of becoming a slave. That's who we are. Now, let us go to the background. Loss of independence. Lithuania was once an independent country. Many years after the partition of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in the 18th century, Lithuania was part of the Russian Empire. In the aftermath of the Russian Revolution of 1917, the Council of Lithuania, chaired by Jonas Bazenfičius, proclaimed the Act of the Independence of Lithuania on February 16, 1918. Are you listening to me? In 1918, a man called Jonas proclaimed the Act of Independence of Lithuania. Somebody have to do it. Whether other people agree or not, somebody have to wake up and do it. And for the Lithuanians, a man called Jonas took up that challenge and did it on February 16, 1918. This is history. Some of these people who have deceived Biafran for ages don't even know what is freedom fighting. Now, Lithuania enjoyed independence for decades. In August 1939. So from 1918 to August 1939, the Soviet Union and the Nazi Germany signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which many of you have actually heard Mazen Ambikano talking about the Molotov, dividing Eastern Europe into spheres of influence. The Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia were assigned to the Soviet sphere of influence and subsequently were occupied in June 1940. So from 1918 to 1940, they enjoyed independence. After 1940, the Soviet Union took over. After they have shared them like commodity. Germany and the Soviet Union shared Lithuania, shared Latvia, shared Estonia, like they are sharing you today in Nigeria. Tomorrow you wake up, they say you belong to Kogi. Where Igbo man is speaking Igbo in Kogi State, they shared you. Where Igbo man is speaking Igbo in Benue State, they shared you. And Nigeria is sharing us, and nobody is talking. And they thought they have actually conquered everybody. The same thing they did to these people. They shared them among themselves. Now, like I said, they were assigned to Soviet occupation in 1940 and converted into Soviet Socialist Republic. Are you paying attention? In Lithuania's case, President Antanas Smetona left the country rather than accept the occupation. Instead of this man to accept the occupation, he left the country and, believe me, probably from government in exile. He did not sign, but turned over his presidential duties to Prime Minister Antanas Mericus. As per the Constitution, the next day, Mericus declared himself president in his own right. The cabinet confirmed Mericus in office, claiming that Smetona had effectively resigned by leaving the country. 2 days later, under Soviet Union pressure, Mericus appointed Justas, because they are now the puppet of the Soviet Union, a left-wing journalist and a long-time opponent of the Smetona regime, as prime minister. Mericus then resigned at Moscow insistence, making Palex acting president as well. So you see, they have put pressure, the Soviet Union from Russia have put pressure up to the point of appointing their own person, who is their puppet, as a prime minister. That one become president overnight to protect the interests of the enablers and inventors. The Soviet Union then used the Palex government to give the final Soviet takeover, the appearance of legality. They have to use somebody inside, always like that, just like they destroyed IPOB Nigeria today. What Mazinam Dikano suffered for many years, if not that God used many of us to rescue the Biafra struggle. The Biafra struggle would have been gone since 2021. Ejiofor wanted to be like Onyema of Èkpá, that used the militant in Niger Delta to become an aeroplane operator. Many of you don't know how Onyema made his money. He was negotiating the amnesty of the militant, this Asari pig, Tompolo, all of them. Onyema was the one who negotiated on behalf of them. And Nigeria pumped money into his account. And he used that money to become aeroplane island operator. Today, it is where he makes the money. Many of you don't know that. He was the only one, as a lawyer then, going to the creek to make deal with this Asari idiot. He used the money to become a billionaire today. While the people who were fighting, carrying gun, as they are known for them, were just ordinary pipeline guiding. They were guiding ordinary pipeline. Today, Tompolo take the same measure and the same step. The Soviet authority undertook Sovietization policy, nationalization of all private property. You see, immediately they put their own person, they begin to nationalize, privatize all the property, collectiveness of all agriculture, suppression of the Catholic Church, and the imposition of the totalitarian control. At the same time, free education and the free national health system were also introduced. The armed anti-Soviet partisan were liquidated, everything liquidated, just the way they want to do to Biafra. By attacking ESN, a military Mazinam Dikano was captured, they sold everything, and Simon Èkpá came out from nowhere. By 1953, approximately 56,000 Lithuanians, dubbed enemies of the people, were deported into Serbia. I want you to understand, when the enemy and invaders and the conquest want to attack you, they use everything within and without. After the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953, the Soviet Union adopted the Stalinization policy and ended mass persecution. Non-violent resistance continued both in Lithuania and among the Lithuanian diaspora. Among the Lithuanian diaspora, both in Lithuania, just like both in Biafra land today, and among the Biafran diaspora, which many of us are part of, this movement were secret. This movement were secret, just the way Biafra movement were secret. This movement were secret, illegal, and more focused on social issues, human rights, and cultural affairs, rather than political demand. Are you listening to me? Now, independent movement. As Mikhail attempted to retrieve the economy of the Soviet Union, he introduced the Glasnost and the Protorka restructuring, the same thing Nigeria is trying to do. All these things were aimed at making sure that they continue to force everybody into the union when they are not actually part of the union. Now, that led to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Lithuania in 1990. And here you have on the comment highlighted the signatures of 120 something people, 124 signatures, as you can see here. In Biafra, we will have up to 1,000 signatures, maybe 500 signatures, who knows how many people, delegate or Biafra's representative that will be in Finland to sign and append their signature on the declaration document after over 50 million have voted in the self-referendum. Our own is very peculiar. I want you to understand that this particular liberation of Biafra is something that nobody else have ever done. We don't have any comparison anywhere in the world. We have designed a way, a pathway to exit Nigeria that no other people have used in the past. And we call it the multidimensional approach. After the declaration, we will make sure that all the terrorists in Biafra land is eliminated. Until one person is remaining from them, we will still eliminate that person. At the end of the day, we are going to sit on the round table and Nigeria will grant and accept and approve the referendum that the Biafra government in exile and the homeland have conducted. That is the way it is going to end. Go and mark my word. We will kill them. These terrorists that are coming to kill our people. Okama community has been bombed and people have been killed. Innocent Nigerians, those who call themselves Nigerians, many of them will identify with Nigeria. They have killed them. Many of them who identify themselves as Biafrans, they have also killed them. And one thing is that nobody will kill us again without revenge. We will retaliate brutally. And I'm telling you that every Nigeria wearing uniform person in Biafra land remain a wanted person. You can't kill us again and go free. We will continue to hunt them till the last day. Nigeria will recognize that Biafra has conducted an referendum and must accept the result of that referendum. Because they are going to accept this result, whether they like it or not. I want you to understand that before now, we have no mandate. As per se, our mandate is the mandate we believe that Nigeria is not working and Biafra needs freedom. But from December 2nd, we are going to have a documented mandate. Mandate given to us by the Biafra people. Mandate given to us by over 50 million who have voted in the first and second round of the referendum. Mandate where we are going to sign document and make the document a living document, legal document that will be recognized anywhere in the world. And that is where we are going to put our hand, hang our hand on, and say to any person that cares to listen, we have the mandate of the Biafra people, and here is the mandate. The declaration drafting committee is doing their job. They are going to also come up with a document just like what you are seeing here in the comment section, where every delegate in Finland is going to put their signature. That declaration of Biafra, restoration of independence of Biafra, is going to come like a book, because our problem is peculiar. Our problem, there is no other country that have gone through what we've gone through. Our grievances will be a book. So in that book, we're going to have the grievances listed in the book, and then we're going to have just small paper like this, what you are seeing on the screen. What is going to be the declaration wording of the Biafra restoration of independent state on the 2nd of December. And after that, the entire delegate in Finland will append their signature. The Biafra flag then will be raised to the highest level. I welcome every one of you this evening. The Biafra Liberation Army have decimated the Zoo terrorists twice today. The first time they came, we spoke in a very powerful language with Ogbunigwe. The second time they came, they collected water. So I'm talking to you today. Many of these terrorists has fallen. Thank you very much. The media team, over to you. I'll be taking questions for the next 20 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, PM. Thank you. Please, co-host Minister Vam. Thank you so much. Biafran people and everyone that have keyed in, reach out to the mic and ask your questions, please. Be straight to the point, because the Prime Minister may not have all the time for this. Just go straight to your point. Jaja God, you will go first, but before then, Minister Ajare, you have the mic. Vam, you're not there. Okay, Jaja God.
Okay, I muted myself. Thank you, my able PM. Continue to strengthen you and use you the way he has done so far. And Biafrans, we give God glory for it, because we are very close to the threshold of Biafra. So please, as your hands are up, 60 seconds, please do not hesitate to bring your questions. Very engaging questions. As you can see, everything happening before your very eyes, and Biafra is unfolding right before us. Okay, who is the first person? My minister?
Jaja God.
Okay, Jaja God, please grab the mic, please.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. Mmejiri Buago, ndị ilo si n'ọdụ ha nkọ, mana ha ekwetago n'ọdụ nkọ. Anyị na-ekene gị n'ife ị na-eme. Daalụ. Chineke ya ga n'iru na-akwado. Our own Minister of Information, Maazị Sonny, I salute you from here, and our Deputy Raf, Vam, I salute you from here. My Minister, my Prime Minister, I really don't have any question, but I want to say something based on this emergency broadcast. The drug lord came out the other day to say that they are going through reform of Nigeria, and they will take a very strong and drastic decisions. And I want to say that every reform that you are taking Biafrans through, and every drastic decisions that you are making to see that our freedom is achieved, that over 8-something million Biafrans are strongly behind you. And in Finland, you will know how serious they are to see you get this freedom for us. Thank you so much, my PM. May God alone continue to strengthen you on this hard work that you are doing. Thank you. I salute you from here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaja. That's all. All right, we have Adan Dimbunandegede. Please bring up your question. Please remember to raise your hands. Other people in the room, raise your hands, and that will make us identify you very quickly. Thank you. Another Alama, please unmute yourself.
It's now to the 2nd of December. Okay, I restore Biafra. Even the update. Isn't that now that day? that Biafran flag yari enu because we're not Biafran flag yari enu or new Biafran flag or old one kind of use because Batobie. Aka this Biafran flag in kind of use kita ndị eji na-eme alụ ọkachasị ọ na-awụ every time this yes today kwa ka nnọkwa na social media wherever this nonsense woman nọ Italy bụrụ onwe na melod ebe o jikwa Biafran flag wee na-emekwa mpụ na alụlụ anị ọ na-eme kite na agbụwa m obi ọbata obi onwe na-asị biko this Biafran flag nke anyị si ya or new one because o nwere mgbe isi na-eyi echenjie obi dị m ụtọ ọwụ eziokwu that na ọbata obi ebiko zakere na nke a I don't know biko.
Thank you very much for that question. Everybody should keep their fingers crossed. We are still on consultation on the Biafra flag. The truth is that many countries, just like us, have changed their flag many times. So this is going to be a decision that the government has to make. But the consultation is ongoing. So just keep your fingers crossed and see what will happen in Finland. It doesn't matter whether we still have the old flag or whether there's going to be a new flag. What matters is that even if there's going to be a new flag, we'll have a very good reason for that. But Biafra people will still decide whatever flag that we're going to unveil now is not going to be the final flag of Biafra. The Biafra people will sit in the parliament where we have gotten our independence recognized, and we are going to adopt and approve a flag. So this, whatever we're using now, is not going to be the final flag of Biafra. We are going to sit in parliament where everybody is going to speak, and the Biafra people will speak on whether they like the flag or not. So it is something that we're going to put to vote. It's not just something that somebody will see somewhere and say, this is a Biafra flag. So that is one of the jobs we are doing. And of course, we have to bring a very good reason for Biafrans if we are going to change the flag, to know why we're changing the flag.
Engaged you on the conversation on this very space, and I thank you for always coming up to update us on this space. We appreciate you for this. And also, I want to say history always have a way of repeating itself, and you have always taken your time to educate us and also teach us things we in Nigeria, or those of us who are outside Nigeria, still didn't know about freedom fighting. You are bringing it to our doorstep. We thank you for this, Prime Minister. Chukwu Goziegi. I want to use this opportunity also to say to you, in the past 1 month, if you have observed that on this Twitter space, new recruits of these Nigerian agents springed up, most probably they have sensed that we are more closer we are much closer to our December 2nd declaration. Prime Minister, please, what do you have to say about this? Because these new recruits, there are much and coming out more and more. Please say something.
I have warned about it before they started coming out. You are following, like you said, you will know that, immediately I issued warning about the possible attack and the propaganda. They started springing up. So you shouldn't be surprised. Why are you surprised and asking me, what should we do? I've already told you that this is going to happen and this is happening. And this is just the beginning. Wait until we enter October.
I see. Prime Minister, irrespective of these attacks coming up from all these saboteurs, Nigerian agents, we see how powerful you become. And this draw me back to the very beginning when you started your broadcast. You say, bring out the best. You told the Nigerian, bring out the best of the best you have. And the more you attack me, the more I get stronger. Prime Minister, are you still expecting them to attack you more?
I am here to see their best. And I wish I will see something very, very interesting, because that's where my energy comes from. So I'm here to see anything good, somebody that can actually match up with something. I want to see them to, attack me with something that is realistic. You understand?
Yes.
I want to see exposition of Simon Èkpá. Like expose Simon Èkpá. That's what I want to see. And I'm not seeing that.
Prime
I'm
Minister,
not seeing that till now.
Prime Minister,
Yes.
thank you. Before I end this my conversation with you, I want to say we are seeing the good work of your cabinet members, those who are representing us both in the Washington and those carrying out their duty which have been assigned to them. I want to use this opportunity and this medium to say thank you to all of them, and may God continue to strengthen them. The Minister of Communication also, I want to use this medium to say thank you to each and every one of you, and may you continue to excel in your various assignments. Prime Minister, Kachuku Goziunu, Jishinike.
Thank you very much. And I'm very happy that everybody is observing the the workflow of the Biafra government, both in the exile and the homeland.
Exactly.
Everybody is working. Everybody is working. Every department is functional. That's why we're government. So this is our government. It is your government.
Yes.
This government is our government. Everybody is committed.
Yes.
That is what has never happened in the history of Biafra struggle since after the war. It's happening now.
One more thing, Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Your government, this BRIC government, Biafra government in exile, there is something different which I have been able to figure out between our Biafra government and the Nigerian government. We give the power to the people, and the people vote. And just like you said in your broadcast here this evening, that on December 2nd, we will receive signature from the people to give us mandates to represent them. This is true democracy, and this is power to the people.
That is why nobody will ever look down on what we are doing. That's why Nigeria, they don't know. Nigeria, they are Fulani.
They don't study, they don't read.
They don't know anything. But leave them. Let them continue to call us online country until their eyes will open. Yes. You see, what we are doing now is offer they can never ever resist. So let them look down on us. When we started, how many of you remember?
I remember.
When we started the referendum, they said, who is a scam? Who is supervising it? Is the UN? Is you? But look at think tank group. Policy makers of the highest level.
Timbers and calibers.
In the UK, the same UK, they are now reporting and telling decision makers to keep an eye on the Biafra self-referendum. That self-referendum they mocked today is no longer a joke. Everybody is taking it seriously because they know that
exactly.
And that's exactly what we have smarted Nigeria. And they never expect, they don't even know what is going to happen. Just wait until after December 2nd. Thank you.
We did do It is show. Thank you,
Thank
PM.
you,
Thank you,
Chrissy.
everybody.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Thank you.
So much. Yeah, my PM, I want to also confess that you have infected us with your shock absorber. You know, the fact that when you're being attacked, we're watching how you are able to take all the bullets. So attacks on any one of us, it becomes like child's play because you infected every one of us with the shock absorber that we are able to resist any form of bullet that comes our way. And we are grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much, our Prime Minister.
Who will ever believe that Biafra will leave market in the morning on Monday morning?
Impossible.
Oh, is it not happening with the happiness?
Seriously.
When they have understood that if this is the sacrifice they will do to get freedom, they are happy. And these people still live in the past. They tell you, oh, we are traders. We are this, that, that. People are telling you which trader. I don't want to go to trade. I need freedom. And they are shocked. Till today, they are still arguing. Oh, he's destroying business. Oh, Igbo people are known for business. Why is Igbo people known for business? When there is a government that should have social services, welfare of the people, and they condition you to go to do buying and selling in order to eat. Today, we have defeated that mentality. It's one of the biggest achievements of this government. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister, and continue to increase your grace and your anointing. All right, we'll continue. We have David. David, just hold on a minute. Let me take these two hands and then you come. And Bļùďðy, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Van Van Van. My special greetings to our Prime Minister, Simon Njoko Èkpá, Bļùďðy. May our days be longer. And also greetings to all the government officials. Special greetings to every one of you that have been.
Go ahead, go straight to the question. The PM doesn't have time. Just go straight to your question, please.
Okay.
Bļùďðy, go straight to your question.
Please allow me to say to thank our Prime Minister. Please, others have been doing that. Okay. Moving forward, please, our Prime Minister. My question goes like this because of time factor. I have to make it brief. Because of our sister Amaka. Now we have a government that are very eager and ready to protect each and every of us. Is there any way you can come in to showcase everything that this Nigerian Islamic terrorist government has done to Igbo people, both verbally and otherwise? That